All right, so there is something very important that we really need to understand a number of times, and that is the fact that we literally can do better oftentimes than what we think we can do, right? Very important that we know that our capacities, our abilities are literally much more than we can, imagine. And if only we can, stretch ourselves to take a deep look into ourselves, we can actually bring out that special you, that special us, that deeper, special skill set that we got. Now see, when God was creating every human being, He created us with different capabilities, but every single person has something that makes them unique. Every single person, there is that superpower that you have. And for some, they may have about 2 or 3 superpowers. For example, for someone like me, the ability to convince people, lead people, right? Like just convince people about something is one of my superpowers. I literally can get almost anybody to do anything I want them to do. It's a power, it's a grace, it's a skill. Of course, I have to develop on that, right? But it's a superpower. For somebody else, it can be the ability to think and solve every problem. So for me, the ability to lead people comes as first, right? And I think the second for me will be the ability to connect the dots. I'm a dot connector, so I'm quite dyslexic, but I have a kind of photographic mind. And I can literally paint scenarios and paint pictures of the future, of how things are right now, and I can connect the dots together and make sense of the situation and provide ideas on how to go about things. That's the second superpower. The third superpower is the ability to go and do the grind, right? And that comes in the sense that if it is competitive, I am the best person to call on to. If you want us to compete on this, call me. Want us to compete, call me, because I have that internal survival. Let me say that because of the way I grew up. I mean, I've begged on the street before. I've had to pick food to eat on the street before, and I have literally grown up as a survivor. And because I had to grow up as a survivor, I already grew up as a competitor indirectly, right? Of course, I'm a collaborator. No, I'm not talking about collaboration. I'm talking about the ability to fight. The ability to fight, the ability to drive, the ability to go out there and push for something. I grew up having that. And since I grew up having that, kind of potential to drive, potential to convince people, potential to connect the dots, those are amazing superpowers that have to build upon them. And if you check inside of you, you're gonna find your superpowers. You're gonna find what you're good at, what extremely. So these are not skills. These are not, oh, I know how to paint. No, I'm not talking about those kind of physical or maybe measurable skills. I'm talking about traits. I'm talking about the specialness, the elements of your being, the DNA of your personality. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about, right? These things are within. These things they're just there. They're just there. But you won't recognize them until you pay attention to them. So yeah, I tell people, know what exactly you're good at. Know what exactly you're better at. I mean, everybody can learn artistry if they learn it. But not everybody can learn how to convince. Some people, yeah, you can learn it as a skill, you can learn negotiation as a skill, but some are internal traits that you can't just buy it. You can learn it, right? I mean, they say that almost everything is learnable. But it's also arguable that some people can do something better than the other by the virtue of their nature, by the virtue of their past. So there are things that you just have inside of you, and the best thing you can do is to bring them out.